Hi there, this is next devotion for you today, and I'm just coming from a lovely part of the city. In actual fact, you wouldn't think it was, would you? But this is not far from where we live, and just taking a stroll out because I do believe that nature is there to nurture us and actually to heal us and to do us good. It's not a coincidence that in the first garden, the Garden of Eden, there was the tree of life, and we now know that trees are the lungs of the earth. They bring healing, they bring a detoxification to our planet, they bring so much good, and to be out in the open air, in the fresh air, in a place like this is actually good for your soul. It actually will help you heal. Your inner soul needs this kind of thing. And so when I think of, in the Bible, the tree of life was there for healing. Again, so important. We see in the book of Revelation, when the Lord comes back, there will also be the tree of life restored for our benefit. Up until then, let's remind ourselves, let's get out into the fresh air, let's get and enjoy God's creation, because it is so good for your soul, it's so good for your spirit. Mags is often saying to me, come out for a walk, and so we've done that this morning, and it's really just nice to just have the serenity, the tranquility. And my wife's an expert, of course, aren't you, love?
Oh yeah.
So
I recommend it.
and we love nature and we love God's creation. It is so good.
Very beneficial.
And so, you know, if you're just feeling at the moment, you're just feeling a little bit down, feeling a little bit depressed, and get out into God's creation, get out into nature, where you can be nurtured and restored and replenished. I love the psalm. We always know is Psalm 23. He leads me beside the still waters. And nature is everywhere in the Bible. If you read in the Bible, nature does us so much good. And it was even Elijah, when he'd had enough, where did he go? He sat under a tree, a juniper tree. And
that's what I do when I've had enough.
you sit under a tree. So not too often, though, love, that you're doing that these days. I mean, but it does work. The lovely trees, and so don't be afraid. Get yourself out there. Sometimes we lack motivation, and that is one of the biggest problems. And just as I bring this to a close, was reading somewhere just recently in Asia where they built concrete jungles, and the crime rate was absolutely enormous. And then they started putting parks and gardens and planting trees and getting rid of some of the concrete, and started to develop open spaces, green spaces, where they could breathe again and enjoy God's creation. Do you know what happened? The crime rates tumbled 50% apparently. And so, you know, it's not by coincidence that these things happen. And the more we destroy this wonderful provision that God has given to us, the more we get rid of these spaces and expanses like this, then we're actually doing ourselves harm. And so enjoy, guys, enjoy. That's all the devotion is today. Simple, not spectacular, it's not even dunamis. But you know what? Do you know who made all of this? Our dynamic God, with his dunamis power, because he spoke and it happened. God bless you today. Take care.